Hello dear people, welcome to my channel. This is Domas. Thank you for being here. I'm off to a different kind of job. I'm gonna paint some walls at my school that I finished. I'm gonna do some illustrations on the wall. So I planned this job like half a year ago or something, so it's like not a recent opportunity, but it's finally happening because I've been waiting for it for a long time, and it's paid. It's not too much, but it's enough to keep going. So I feel blessed to have such an opportunity, and just been thinking a lot about art recently, actually, and I did some drawings yesterday of a friend's child who was drawing also. We just sat together, and he was drawing some cars, a ship, and a house, and I was drawing those, and came out with 3 nice drawings. And it's funny because I was drawing them and I was feeling like a child when I was drawing them, because I was drawing a child, and I know how a child draws, and he's not so constrained by everything, even though he was very focused, and you can see the reflection in those, it reflected in those drawings. But it was quick, like, I don't know, not even 5 minutes drawings. It was shorter than that. Then I decided to make those drawings into paintings, and I enlarged them on bigger scale paper on my wall, and I'm gonna paint those with colors and just have them as paintings, because I don't know, there's something about those lines, like when you're not trying too hard to make a line and you're not trying to make it straight, you're just trying to capture the moment, because you know a child drawing, he or she, they're not gonna stay in that same position for a very long time. And I don't want to like make them sit still, like they can't sit still. But yeah, I asked him to sit in a certain position, and he was like, I'm done. And I was like, cool, I'm done too, because I managed to draw it quickly. And it's just a few lines, but there was something about it. It was something that the recent couple of days have been happening about childhood and coming back to being a child. And I don't know, it seems like that's what's on my mind right now, and that's what's in my reality right now. Children, and how children play, and maybe it's showing me how I should play this life, this world, that it's just a game. And it depends how you play it. You can play it really seriously, you can play it really cool, you can play it very, I don't know, any other way, but it's still a play, and we're all merely players in this active life. And I think for a very long time I've been putting myself into these categories, into these boxes, and I'm always upset when people put me in boxes, and probably because I put myself in boxes first, more and more. And I'm spending some time with my parents, and I can see how my mom even said to me, she's like, look, we're very socially isolated in Norway, so we want to talk with people. And I said, I'm a bit like overloaded because I don't talk that much. Like I don't meet that many people. Most of the time I'm on my own. And she's like, yeah, you're overloaded with everything happening around. And I was like, yeah, but I see them talking and they talk about all kinds of things and everything and anything, especially my dad. When I'm spending time with him, I don't even have what to say most of the time. Similar to my mom. Sometimes she tells me a story and I don't know, like people don't ask me questions, it's like just listening to a story. But it's interesting to listen. It's interesting, and then you realize that you can share your story. But sometimes it just doesn't feel like you're even supposed to share, or you're even not like allowed to share. You're allowed to share, but you're supposed to listen to somebody else's story because they're telling it. And then you start to think, I start to think, like, why can't I just talk? Like, why do I always have to wait for a certain, question or be asked, or, somebody might never ask a question. And you'll just stay there silent, loading everything on your back. And it's not supposed to be like that. This conversation's supposed to flow. And it's coming back to that point that I made about staying boxed in these boxes where I put myself in, and I think the conversation should go this type of way or this type of way, we should talk about these things, and it should be about this, and it's all according to my rules, and I don't know, maybe I should make a book about rules of my rules, how things should go, if that's what I want. Because as I spoke to my friend yesterday, she said, the conversations are not going to be about what you want, always what you want them to be about. There will be, people will talk about what they want to talk about, not necessarily what you want to hear. And it's true, So I don't know. That's what's on my mind right now. I have guests at home, so the house is full. But it feels nice not to be alone. It feels nice to have parents around. It feels nice that I'm able to communicate with them and not be so closed up, not be so, in my own head about everything. I can be a bit more loose and even spend time with them, because if I was working right now, I wouldn't even get time off to spend time with them. So now I think I'm giving myself one more break to do what I have to do. And in fact, now I have to go and do some work, but I don't feel bad about it because it's the work that I really want to do, and that I'm supposed to be doing, and it's artwork. So they understand. I don't beat myself up about it. As my therapist said, you can live pretty well from art if you just put your mind to it, and you work. So it will happen. I believe it will happen. It is happening already. So I wanted to thank you for joining on this channel. If it's your first time here, I want to congratulate you on all the work that you've been doing. Well done. I'm proud of you. And yeah, thank you for all your support. I haven't been able to reply to the comments, but I'm here, I'm reading them. But I have a lot of stuff on my mind right now, and I'm glad that you guys are here to listen to it, to lift it up, and I'm grateful to all of you. So I'm gonna cut it right there, and I will see you in the next one. You guys are awesome. Don't forget that. Keep digging into your subconscious mind for answers, for the truth, because it is there. You just need to see it. And sometimes it takes a lot of failures to get there. And sometimes failures is what's necessary. So don't be afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fail. I fail all the time. That's how it feels like. Love you guys. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Peace.